In 1857, the Fort Dodge Sentinel, the city's first newspaper, was born. It began as a weekly poetry and prose publication that sold for $2 per year. At the time, it boasted 1,200 readers. In 1860, the name was changed to the Fort Dodge Republican and grew to be 8 pages long. It went through a couple more name changes before it became the Fort Dodge Messenger and Chronicle, and finally the Fort Dodge Messenger, which is still our newspaper today. In the early days of printing, a movable type press like the ones we have here would be used. A stamp is assembled for every letter, number, or symbol, and even pictures. The stamps would be arranged in a mirror image on a cast iron frame. Once the stamps were locked into the frame with small pieces of wood, the frame would be slid into the printing press, where ink would be applied to the top plate and the machine would be run. A roller arm would collect the ink, roll over the stamp to apply that ink, and then the stamp would be pressed against a sheet of paper. If a mistake was made, the printer would have to start all over. Because it took so long to print just one newspaper, most were only released weekly or monthly.